Hey guys, so I was in the mood for a creepy story. So I got on my favorite subreddit for creepy stories that aren't too scary, and it's called Creepy Encounters. And I love these because they're usually pretty creepy, but they're not too far where I'm like terrified to go to sleep. So for this one, oh, this one is really creepy, guys, like seriously. So listen and you let me know what you think. So this one is called Storytime About How a Cop Terrorized Me in Remote Texas. Dude, why do all these creepy stories always take place in Texas? All right, here we go. Back when I, female, was in college, Texas, my roommates, one female and two males, and I decided to drive to Boulder, Colorado for spring break. To maximize our time in Boulder, we decided to take shifts and drive all the way through rather than stopping for overnight stays. It was a roughly 18-hour trip. So I'm driving my shift when we reach the Texas Panhandle in early morning hours. We're out in the middle of nowhere and we haven't seen a single car in either direction for ages when we notice headlights behind us. The car came up on us quickly and then followed us for some time. Oddly, it would get real close to us and then back off real far, then get super close again. This pattern continued for several miles. We're in the car nervously joking about it being a potential deliverance situation set in Flatland, Texas. Suddenly, the headlights are joined by red and blue police lights. It was so dark out there that we didn't see the light bar on the hood, and we didn't know that we were being followed by a cop. I checked my speedometer and I'm not speeding, so we're all wondering why we're getting pulled over. But I go ahead and pull to the shoulder. Up comes a cop wearing a cowboy hat to my window. He shines his light right in the car and looks at us. Then he asks me to get out of the car. I hesitate at first, but there are 3 other people in the car, so I'm not feeling particularly unsafe at this point. I grab my wallet, get out, and stand against the driver door. The cop looks at my license and insurance, then tells me he's gonna do a sobriety test. I'm thinking, what the heck? But I know I've had nothing to drink, so I say okay. The way the cop directed for me to walk in the straight line test had me ending my walk right by his car. When I finished, he reached over to open his back passenger door and then told me to get in. Here's how that interaction went. Me: what? Why? Cop: sit in the car while I look up your license. Now I heard how doors on the back of cop cars only open from the outside, so I know that if I get in his car and he closes the door, I won't be able to get back out. It's like 3 a.m, pitch black darkness, on a road dozens of miles away from civilization. I am not getting in that car. Me: I'm sorry, sir. With all respect and for my own safety, I do not want to get in the back of your car. Cop: what did you just say to me? Me: for my own safety and with all respect, I'm not sitting in the back of your car. You can call for another officer to come out here, but I do not feel safe getting in your car. Cop: do you realize that I could arrest you right now for not obeying an order from a police officer? Me: again, sir, I'm not meaning to be disrespectful, but I'm not getting in your car. We go back and forth like this for several minutes, him threatening to arrest me, my friends, hold us overnight, etc., etc. Then me refusing to get in his car. The cop then leers at me and asks, what, are you afraid of being kidnapped? What the heck? How screwed up is it to even ask that? I glance toward my car and see my friends piled up at the back window watching. The 2 guys looking ready to jump out. The cop turns to look at them too. I don't know what went through his mind, but after being completely aggressive with me for what seemed like forever, he finally gave me a creepy smile, handed back my license and insurance, tipped his hat, then got in the car and drove off. At this point, I was shaking so badly that my friends had to help me get back in the car. I don't even remember if he gave me a ticket. I was so glad that I had not cried in front of that asshole, but I totally broke down once I got in the back seat. To this day, I think about that piece of crap deciding to terrorize a young college female at 3 a.m. in the middle of rural Texas, and often wonder what would have happened if I didn't stand my ground and instead got in the back of that car.